I have I got a list.
I got a list.
I got a list.
That should be a T-shirt. That should be a bumper sticker.
I got a list.
I got a list. Pat Gray quote.
And it's a good list. Okay. It is 15 common Christmas myths that are completely false.
All
right.
Oh, you're gonna hurt.
You're gonna hurt our feelings.
Yeah. For one thing, Santa Claus lives at the North Pole. Mm-hmm. That's the first myth that they're debunking here. Many envision Santa Claus residing in an icy abode at the North Pole, surrounded by hardworking elves.
Yeah.
Well, no, it looks like he actually came from, because this is St. Nick, right?
Yeah.
So where did he actually live?
Germany.
Greece.
Oh.
I believe Greece. I believe it was Germany, Greece. It was Europe. It was Southern Europe somewhere.
Okay.
Right?
It gets hot down there with that coat on.
But if you're to watch some of the important documentaries on Santa, he moved to the North Pole.
Sure did.
He might not be from there, but he moved there.
Okay.
I think for the isolation and so that people wouldn't bug him all year long.
And tax evasion.
Yeah.
There's no taxes in the North
Right.
Pole.
Whoa, I'm sorry. What was that?
Workers' right.
What was
You could
that?
hire little elves to.
Yes, to do his bidding.
Oh, let's move the show. Think about it, Pat. We both love the cold. Tax-free.
Yes.
We don't have to worry about Santa missing
Regulations.
out on, 'cause he's right there.
Regulations.
Right. Right. And how about Xmas as a secular abbreviation? I've heard this one
I've
before.
heard that one too, yeah.
The term Xmas often sparks debate, perceived as a secular shortcut that removes Christ from Christmas. However, this abbreviation has religious roots. The X comes from the Greek letter chi, or chi, C-H-I, the first letter of Christ in Greek. Interesting. All right. So if you buy that, there you go. That has religious undertones as well. Number 3, Christmas is celebrated on Jesus' birthday. If you're to read the scriptures and see the account, it actually probably wasn't December 25th. It was probably in April sometime. Poinsettias are poisonous.
Oh, really? What's the story there?
Pervasive myth that suggests poinsettias are deadly. While the plant isn't edible, it's not highly toxic.
Oh.
Ingestion might cause mild discomfort, but it is not fatal. Okay? I don't know that I've ever heard that they're fatal, but it does sound like it's not good for you. So I'm going to label that one partially true.
Partially true.
Okay.
Number 5, 3 wise men visited Jesus at his birth. This is obviously another one that's...
It's true.
We don't know if it was 3. Now, the reason we've pinned it down to 3, I think, is because gold, frankincense, and myrrh. There were 3 gifts, right?
Yes.
But there could have been multiple people bringing those 3 items, right?
So partially true.
But also, they didn't get there on the night of his birth. Obviously, a lot of people think it was like 2 years later.
Don't bog me down.
Yeah, sorry.
So where do they roll up on? Because by then the manger is all empty and
the manger's
kid's
empty.
walking and
Right.
he's off on his own.
He's a toddler now.
At that point, he's almost preaching. So
Yes.
what are we doing?
And he was probably in Egypt at the time.
So where did they?
But,
so where'd they go?
But they went. Let's see. This says possibly months or years later. The number 3 is I already explained that. This myth illustrates how interpretations can shape narratives. It doesn't even say where he was visited. Wow, that's weird.
So that is weird.
That is weird.
Okay, so
but the gifts too. Probably the most valuable of the 3, the gold, frankincense, and myrrh. It was probably the frankincense.
Yeah.
Because that would be worth. I have read about $500 a pound in today's market.
Wow. Because
they said at the time it would be more than a year's salary for most people to buy just a little thing of frankincense.
Boy, that poor donkey, man. He's got to get back to home in Nazareth or wherever, and he's got all that weight on
Exactly.
him now.
Right.
But yeah, so Herod sent them. This says probably took about 1 to 2 months. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who did they get kicked out of the manger? Did the innkeeper?
Yeah, they were certainly gone from the manger by then.
You think so?
No, I think
United Healthcare wouldn't pay for them to stay longer.
No.
Get out.
No.
They got denied. Well, they got denied. They couldn't get a room. They had to go.
You know,
to
and I'm not saying that there's any explanation or rationale for actually killing the CEO of UHC.
Right.
But he wouldn't let him stay there for 3 months, obviously.
Nope.
They were somewhere else. So you can understand why people would get so angry.
That must suck if you're on this trek for 500 miles. You finally get there, and they're like, "Oh no,
he's left.
No, they're gone.
They're not here
You're
now."
like, huh?
I know.
But the star is like right there.
It's right there. It's pointing right to the manger.
Right
so,
there. Yeah, but you got to take this road down here. And last I saw them, they were headed east. West.
This one, sugar plums or plums coated in sugar.
Yeah.
They're not. They're apparently not. In reality, they're a type of candy made from dried fruit and nuts coated in sugar. So they're not even plums.
What in the world?
I'm really disillusioned now. I don't know if I can even celebrate the season.
Me the more and more
You know
go
what?
down this
Bypass the sugar plums and go with Kexi cookies.
True.
Thank you.
Vision of Kexi cookies danced in their heads.
Right? Christmas trees are a Christmas tradition. That's not right. Christmas trees are often associated with Christmas, but the origin predates Christianity. It's going to be the old pagan thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's from pagan. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah, but didn't Martin Luther?
Yes.
He gave us the Christmas tree, right?
Mistletoe is a romantic tradition. Mistletoe is popularly seen as a romantic symbol inspiring holiday kisses. Historically, its significance is broader. Ancient cultures revered mistletoe for its mystical properties, using it in rituals and as a symbol of peace. The romantic association emerged later.
Yeah.
Was a Victorian invention embraced during Christmas. I don't know anybody, though, who says, "Hey, there's mistletoe. You got to kiss me now."
Yeah, Pat.
Does that ever happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this, huh? Look, Pat. I'm underneath the mistletoe.
Yeah, no.
Come on over.
I thought there's like a radius that you have to be within the person.
Yeah, I think
not where, like,
you have to be
mistletoe's
within
here.
3 inches of the person.
Mistletoe here, kiss me. No, that's not how that goes. It's
Christmas
radius.
cards started in the Victorian era. That didn't. They date all the way back to 1843. So that was
Christmas cards?
pre-Victorian. Yeah.
So Hallmark.
Yeah.
Hallmark.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is from folklore. Nope, it's from Montgomery Ward Department Store promotions.
What?
Back in 1939. How disillusioned are you now?
Definitely.
Eggnog originated in America? Nope, actually Europe.
Oh, that makes
pisses
sense.
me off.
Yeah,
That
because
is-
it sucks, so it makes sense.
St. Nicholas is a jolly old man. Nope, he was a he was a very sober and very, very strict man who was
Well, yeah, there's a
a
naughty
stickler
list,
for details.
and there's a good
yeah,
list,
there's a naughty list,
and,
a good
and
list.
there's
Yeah.
no in between.
And the cookies made him fatter, so made him jolly.
Also, Christmas celebrations were always allowed. Nope. In fact, the Puritans banned Christmas back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We got over that, obviously. Christmas crackers are a British invention. I didn't even know.
What?
I've never heard of Christmas
Christmas
crackers.
Wait, I love Christmas, and I'm white. Can I be a Christmas cracker?
Yes.
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 I now appoint you the Christmas cracker.
All right.
Father Christmas and Santa Claus have always been the same? Apparently not. Father Christmas and Santa now are interchangeable, but but Father Christmas dates back to 16th century England.
Oh, wow.
Of course, they still call
Again,
Santa
they do.
Father Christmas.
Yeah.